Is this champagne from the Titanic? Not. But this is still from the bottom of the sea. So the story is insane. There's a new series that I started to do from Grails of wines. So because in watches you have Grails, so in wines there are several Grails, and we start from the absolute masterpiece, the Shipwrecked Heidsieck 1907, that spent 82 years in the bottom of the Baltic Sea. And it truly is an insane experience to drink this. I'll tell you a bit about the story of the bottle and then my notes, because as you can see, I have tasted it. I only have one picture from the event because it's over 10 years ago, almost 15 years ago, and I didn't do videos or anything. And I'm such sadness that I didn't take videos or anything. But hey, I still have a bottle, and that's kind of cool. So let's dive into it. The 20th of September 2010 was when I tasted this, and I'll tell you how it actually happened. First of all, it was at the Champagne magazine headquarters. Me and my sister, we were meant to just go and help, and we need to always put foil on the bottles to do the blind tastings. And then when we were done, my friend came as a blind tasting, and I noticed the color was darker, and then I tasted it, and I was shocked. Like, what tastes like this? It's something. It's weird. It had this bit of sweetness, but the taste was so long and so developed, and I was just, my skin crawled on me, and goosebumps and everything, and I just had to take another sip. And my first thing was like, am I tasting some 50s Dom Pérignon? Because at the time I hadn't tasted 50s Dom Pérignon yet, and I was like, could it be that? Because no. Then my friend came and showed me the bottle, and I was even more shocked than before, because it was this. And the story of the bottle is that actually, I'll tell you the story of the bottle. So in 1916, the boat called Jönköping, that was built in the late 1800s, I think it was 1896 if I'm not mistaken, but it was on the 10th journey from Gävle, I hope I pronounced it correctly, from the Swedish side coming to Finland. But then a German submarine, U-22, if I remember correctly, stopped it. And the problem was that their cargo was some train track equipment and something. So basically war materials, and the German submarine decided to sink the Jönköping, and that's it. And in 1997, it was found by a Swedish crew. There's some videos you can see of them figuring it out where it was. And they lifted these bottles and actually tasted it. And they realized that it was actually drinkable good champagne, because it had been in 82 meters in the bottom of the sea, which is cool. It's like 4 degrees Celsius there. It means that it's a perfect pitch bracket, like 6 bars of pressure. So it's the same pressure that is actually inside the bottle. So it's a cool, good, dark atmosphere. And in cold, the champagne ages differently. It ages slower, but of course it will then bring you more aromas because of slower aging. Same as the ones who peak later, and later they tend to, I don't know how you say this, it's a bit different magnitude in a sense. So that's the point. And yeah, that's fascinating. There was around 2,000 bottles of these, and they went to auctions everywhere around the world, and the world was reporting, all the news around the world was reporting of the bottles. And the Moscow Ritz was selling these for $275,000. You could get a bottle of champagne. And I really, really like these kind of things, because that's why there's a grail. This is not something like man-made. It's an accident that happened, and it was a shipwreck that was found. It's not something that put a diamond somewhere or then create a brand and decide that, now I buy champagne from Heidsieck, and then I put my own logo on it, and then I add a golden bottle and then charge a ridiculous amount of money for it, and people will buy it because it's a brand or something artificially created. But no, it's something that is a mystery, and it's who knows how many ships there still are there in the bottom of the sea. But yeah, that's why it's completely and utterly unique. And I'm so happy. If you see the bottle, it's a very, very heavy bottle, and I'm so happy that I got to keep it. And you can see the cork, everything is with wax and stuff. It's one of my prized possessions because as you know, I collect the empty bottles. They are my memories. I am very happy of them. Some people say that there is like 100 grams of sugar in this, which I find very strange, because like the modern champagne is from the 1880s upwards, and before that they used to have like 250 grams of sugar and everything. It's much different wines earlier, but then in the 1900s, according to what I've tasted and stuff, I would say there's around 20 grams of sugar, and what my knowledge based on with people that I've learned my education from is, these, I think, because they were going to Russia, there might have been some more. Some say that there was like around 40 grams left after aging and whatever. For me, it tasted like a demi-sec, and not even a demi-sec. I wasn't having a sugar experience or sugar high. I was having a high on the pure taste first. And then when I saw the bottle, I was out of this world. It still remains one of the best experience of champagnes, but by quality, it is actually not a 100-point wine for me. It is a mere 99 point, because at that time it was for long the highest. I don't know, it could have been 100, but I was so not sure what to give, and I don't want to be impacted by the experience and the magnitude. It's bottom of the sea, it's priceless, insane amounts of money. But for me, it was I judge always by taste, and the second time I tasted this, it was like half a year later, and that was something I think I might have given points, or I don't, but it was something in the very low 90s, or even maybe 89, because the bottle condition was not bad. This was an absolute perfect bottle. I was lucky for that. And and I think sugar wise, who really cares? We talk way too much about amounts of dosages and amounts of sulfites and everything. If it tastes good, drink it. If you can afford it, drink it. Simple as that. Talk less, drink more. World needs more people drinking, less talking. And now there is these bottles, the Shipwrecked Heidsieck 1907 has inspired a lot of sea aging. So example, Le Clébrian and Veuve Clicquot, example, and I think also Charles Heidsieck is experimenting with sea aging. For me, these are gimmicky things. I haven't been so keen on tasting them because I like the original product. And of course, if you do something on a regular basis, you can actually have an access to it regularly, because the place where you store the temperature, the pressure, everything affects the wine, and it changes it. And well, I think it might be interesting now, especially when I did the video on this one. I was actually thinking that I need to figure and find those bottles and drink them, and I will do that definitely. But yeah, it's something that is cool. I think this is a thing that is nice, that people will get to experience something on that. It's more novelty, it's more news, but still, like you see from my attire, I love classical things. Tuxedo is my favorite thing to wear. This is a Keaton. I have 4 tuxedos, I think, and I have them on rotation. Every day you can put a tuxedo on after 6 p.m. It's that cool. And it's the most comfiest thing, especially if it's handmade in Napoli. So yeah, so I like the classical things, and these are like the same as with the Dom Pérignon collections. You have the art editions of different labels from different musicians, whatever. Not for me, but if it's for you, it's okay. You can enjoy that. If you like the bottom of the sea, because it's not actually kind of bottom, or it's in shallow waters, there's a different thing. Then, of course, you taste the original. Nothing will ever compare to this, but it can be a nice memory. So let's figure out and find those bottles and taste them too, and see how they compare with this one. So price quality index. Oh my God. Okay. So basically the Charles Heidsieck index, you can just you can throw that away. Okay, so would you pay 275,000 for this? So now there's a Singapore restaurant that is also selling it by like 189,000 euros. So price has gone down a bit. Oh yes, and on internet auctions you can find it for a couple of thousands. I recommend buying those, definitely. Yay. But for these don't have a price. But okay, if you go there, you have a bad bottle, you get another one, whatever. I don't know if you can get another bottle or something. But if you go there, if you have the money and it doesn't do a harm on your monthly your life, go taste. This is something that is truly unique. It is a piece of history. Ask to also keep the bottle so you can do videos of it later when you start doing YouTube or whatever. But yeah, definitely go for it. Or if you have a chance, if somebody offers you to, like it was done for me, I go for it. And if you have a chance to do that, or even split it 4 ways, 6 ways, do it. It's I can only encourage. It can be surely it will be the most memorable wine experience you ever had, or at least one of them. Depends what else you have been drinking and with whom and in which conditions, but it can be one of the most insane experiences. So if you have the funds, go for it. But to pay $200,000 or euros, or if it's even dinars, I can't say something like that. These are something where you cannot put a price. Some people have done it. If you have the money, go for it. But yeah, that's the price qualities. The qualities here. The only problem is the price. So, and it's not ours. We're just poor. We're commoners. We're poor, and that's the problem. The issue with bottles like this. So, yeah. Let's think about it. 3,000 euros for 117-year-old champagne that has spent 82 years in the bottom of the sea. And you are so lucky to have found this from the internet listings. I salute you, kiss the money goodbye, and see what comes up. Don't buy rare stuff from internet. It doesn't exist, or if you do, be aware that you will lose your money, and if the bottle will ever come or whatever, you will have it. But it's a warning: don't buy stuff like this from internet auctions. Don't buy from official sources, from people actually, not the Hublot gangs and the logo t-shirt people, but the ones like, don't buy these on auctions on internet. I'm actually surprised that there is no videos done. There was a couple of articles that I found on this bottle that some others have been given as a gift, and they went to Google it, and they were even more shocked than before when they realized how much it costs. And I can relate to that because that was how I felt. And of course, I did the investigations on it afterwards. But I have to say I'm lucky to be able to have it, and I want to thank the person who gave me the gift. Is one of my mentors. And yeah, it truly is a life-changing experience. If you have a chance, please do take it.